We are back once again with a brand new Wayfinder live video that ended up happening a few hours ago. Sadly, I ended up missing it because it lighted up. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump into the live stream. Seemed to be roughly about 40-ish minutes. And going to see what is happening because I imagine that live stream is probably a lot to do with 1.0 coming up here in only roughly 3 days now. So let's just go ahead. Let's jump into this and let's see what exactly is happening for the launch of 1.0 for Wayfinder. All right, let's do this. We'll see what ended up happening here. And hopefully we get a full fight before we leave.
We did a thing. We're going to do more of a thing.
So let's find out.
Thank you everybody for coming in. We're waiting for chat to catch up. You guys can hear us. We're good. We're loud. We're annoying.
Nothing is broken.
Hey, look, it's a bunch of guys doing a thing. Yeah, I guess we're good. Okay. Shout out to, hey, we got Bouquet here. We got...
Happy for them. They don't have mic problems at time.
Who else is in here already? We got Mr. Siege. I'm here with Steve, Mad.
Hey, how's it going?
Steve's the game director. I'm AJ, the executive producer. How's it going? Thomas Way, Callahan, Liam the Giraffe, Baby Jamie, Cheap Shot. Thank you everyone for coming in. So we're going to talk about 1.0 today. 1.0 comes out very soon.
What is it, Tuesday?
Yep. You're supposed to say Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, that's the date. No,
Yeah,
Monday.
I get Monday.
So Monday, we will be releasing.
I don't know what day it is.
And a whole bunch of people will be coming into Wayfinder, playing it for the first time. Maybe coming back if you played it in beta or played anytime.
Also, a lot of Wayfinder video really coming up here very soon for the 1.0 launch.
Everyone here in the chat and everyone that's played.
Also, I'll be live over on Twitch with it.
All the positive reception.
Link in the description for that.
So far, you guys can hear us, right? Yeah, I assume they are. No one's like, we can't hear you, but for some reason that says it's muted. But okay, we'll go from that. The bottom one says it's muted. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, so thank you very much for everyone that's come in and has played the game. If you've taken a look at our Steam page, we've gone from like what 55 to what were we this morning?
What?
Our reviews.
Oh, we're at 89.
89-ish.
Yeah.
So we couldn't have done that without you guys. Thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah, because they have come a long
so we'll go through a
way.
little bit of housekeeping first, and then we're going to talk about something new, maybe something we've teased for a long time that people have been excited about that we're finally
Time to maybe see gameplay of Lora.
First off,
and Lora is new Wayfinder.
When can I get 1.0? When will it be available? That will be available at 11 a.m. for if you currently have the game. It'll be updating on Steam. It'll be updating on PlayStation Store. So 11 a.m. Central Time is when we'll be doing that.
Hey, my time zone.
A big push. You'll get email marketing and all that other great stuff. Steam support, some PlayStation support around noon. But if you currently own the game or you buy the game before then, you'll have the 1.0 update around 11 o'clock. Second order of business. Good. People always ask us about Xbox. Xbox is something we're continue to work towards. It will not be ready for launch, but the good news is that it will come shortly afterwards.
I was hoping we will be good at 1.0
before the end of October. I'm not going to give a specific date just yet. It runs, it works, it's great. It runs just as well as the PlayStation. Has all the optimizations that we've made so far. We just need a little bit more time, and when it came down to the wire, we had to focus on the PlayStation version and the PC version since it was already out. So as soon as we have a finalized date for that, we'll let you know, but it should not be that far behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little disappointing that Xbox got pushed back.
I've been on my PC.
Your PC? I mainly played on my Steam Deck and a little bit on my PS5. Yeah.
I'm Team PS5 outside of like sorting videos and stuff.
Real quick overview. We recently revealed the Crucible, which is a brand new open world area. Anything you want to say about the Crucible? Why I changed my mic battery that died right before we started?
Yeah, the Crucible, if you're, it's a big overland area. It's got a bunch of side quests,
don't mind me, chat.
Secrets to find. We brought patrols from Frostmarch, which we introduced in Frostmarch. You'll be able to do in the Crucible.
Also, I'm just going to move on uphill, chat.
So
there we go.
Yeah, a lot to do. Big zone. Mounts will be very useful because it's a big open zone. New traversal mode.
Two lost zones.
Yes. Yeah.
I think you said one, right?
Yeah, one biome.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, with multiple lost zones.
I never remember the name. Aegis Vault, and what's the second one? Cam?
Gorge 2.
I don't think that is.
Gorge 2.
Sorry.
Shattered Foundry.
Dev names.
Cam off and the camera yelled it out, so thank you so much. And then we have a lot of other stuff coming as well. We updated the tutorial to make it a little bit more exciting and engaging for brand new players. There's tons of bug fixes.
Yeah, it's like bare minimum at that right now.
And how they work. Small little changes like I think I posted yesterday, Grendel's Leap can now be comboed.
Ooh.
A ton of performance optimizations for all machines, especially Steam Deck
Interesting.
and Lora machines, especially in Highlands and Frostmarch. The team did awesome work there, so shout out to them for making it run buttery smooth. And we also have another patch coming shortly after launch, which will actually improve that even more. Something that we were working on, we just weren't able to get in for the very short time we had before launch. But it still runs great, but we figure we can squeeze out just a little bit more performance. And then there's one more thing in 1.0.
There's a bunch of things. I don't know,
No, we just named a bunch, but there's one more big thing.
Oh yeah, a new character.
A new character. All right, so
Gameplay Lora time.
This character for quite a while. I could tell you all about this character, but I figured
The character
she
been
should tell you
data
her
mined,
words.
like
So,
going back to
take it
like
away.
the symbol of last year. Okay, here we go. Lore gameplay. Or lore, I guess.
I can't remember my parents or where I'm from. I only remember running. There's something trapped inside me. Something ancient and powerful.
Which seemed to be the summon, right?
I don't know how it got there, but it's hungry. It's always hungry.
Another question, did it take
And if
place
I let
before
it
the
out,
gloom?
people get hurt.
Also, she's secretly the
The
avatar, not
gloom
just a
is
summoner.
swallowing the world. These people need me.
Wait, so...
I don't know if I can control this power.
So wait, she
But I
didn't
need to
die in the
try.
gloom? Is she actually like alive? Yeah, that makes it sound like she is
We're into
not
gameplay.
technically a
Wow, we're gonna go
Wayfinder.
back to our talking heads, but Cam wants to show her off. So Lora is our 8th Wayfinder. We're super excited. She's been, I don't know, she's existed in some form or the other for a long period of time. So
Yeah.
pretty bittersweet for everyone here to finally see her in game and finally get to play her and use her. Steve, tell us a little bit about Lora.
Yeah, so she is badass and awesome and a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with her. I just recently played my live save through all of the new content
Yep.
with her, and she is awesome. She is she's got a. Do you want to open up her skill page or
Yeah.
her abilities?
Yeah,
Let's
here we
start
go.
with
Let's see that
Yes, she is an Arcanist, so she'll be
magic.
have the same talent tree access as Kairos and Nis. Works great with ability power. You can look at her passive first. So her big mechanic is that she's got this inner beast, a spirit monster essentially that she's fighting to control, and as she's fighting, she'll basically build up a meter, and her abilities will do one thing when she's not channeled, and when the meter fills, it basically transforms all her abilities to do a channeled version. Very similar to like JoJo's. You'll see like the spirit manifest as she's doing things.
Yep.
So do you technically have like 8
her
abilities
ultimate
on?
will let her
Technically.
basically turn into the beast, and you fight as the beast for a set period of time.
Yep, so pretty much just to
You have a double
reiterate,
trigger.
all of her abilities minus the alt have an alternate version of them
Yes.
once it's charged up. So let's take a look at them real quick.
Oh.
So Clobber is the very first.
Yeah, so this one will basically shoot a piercing projectile of energy. Great for hitting a bunch of stuff.
So you're kinda
behind,
like summoning
and then when
pieces
you're
of
channeled,
the,
you'll
the
see
model.
The big beast fist punching stuff. It knocks stuff back, does massive impact. So even if they
Man,
have
look like some
armor,
range
they'll
on
get
that.
Staggered still, similar to like fully charging Senja's pummel, and it just packs a punch. And you have multiple charges as well, so you can chain those together.
She feels good to
Yeah.
play.
And
It
also
is-
when you enter channeled form, it automatically recharges a charge of Clobber too. So
next up we have Possession.
yeah, so possession. This is an ability that basically makes her, you have Windgrave on one end as like super tanky. Like she is basically like the damage shield equivalent of Windgrave. So she doesn't heal, but she can get tons of damage shield, especially if you
Okay.
spec her into ability power and magic defense.
So yeah, so just like area effect around all.
And so this will basically apply a damage shield to herself, and the channeled version will apply it to your whole team, and it will pull enemies in and do a big
Sucks them, vacuums in. Yep.
vacuums them in.
Yeah, I
and
can
then
see how that
big
you for
round
the wing
cycle
with
you see
being
there.
in a bubble and then having all take this
it
into
also
effect to
applies a
actually do
short,
actual AoE.
basically thorns on you, so as stuff hits you while you have a damage shield, it'll hit them back. So extra.
Man,
against
she seemed like she's
lots
gonna
of
be a really
enemies,
good
or
character.
if you get a dot on you, or like enemies with like very fast attacks, you'll basically be doing a lot of damage back to them.
Especially since it's
Which is
easy
why
to get
I
over
like
one
to
in
go for,
certain
like,
areas.
the magic defense. I basically do like a ability power magic defense build, and go with the Arcanist tree, the bottom one, where you have the basically can get magic damage shields from picking up your Arcanist orbs, and basically your magic defense gives you more damage shield, which she works really well with.
Yeah, all of her skills, I'd say, pretty much are like really well. She shines, I should say, in like a situation where there's tons of characters or tons of enemies that you're fighting with both the damage.
Like I said, it's certain in certain zone
characters, and
that have a crap ton of dudes.
So essentially, she has 2 of each ability. They essentially augment one another, but they're essentially the same.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Seismic Launch.
Yeah, so Seismic Launch, unchanneled, she'll basically dash through enemies, similar to Nis, very quick, keeps her mobile. You can use it like when an attack's coming in to get behind them, so it's really good for positioning. And then the channeled form is really cool. You basically become like a bowling ball and send guys flying.
Okay. It also kind of like Venomite, but without the poison drop. I get Nis would be a little more accurate, but
super satisfying too.
But Nis, if you dodge any enemy that you go through, would get poison damage though.
Pulling them in, you're basically knocking enemies around.
She'll be in a lot of parties. Let's put it that way. Yeah. She can do a lot of things. She's incredibly strong and incredibly versatile, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate. This is the one. So people are like, oh, she's a summoner. She's gonna be a monk. You're kind of right, kind of not. So, Unleash. As you mentioned, she's fighting this beast that's inside of her, and
yeah, more of a devil
to
trigger.
Transform into that beast itself.
Yeah. So when you're in the transformed form, you
maybe they
kinda,
commented on the whole seminal thing they've been putting around forever.
You reduce damage a ton, so it's a pretty good survival tool while you're in.
Wonder they can have like a separate guild tree.
Pummel stuff. You have a new melee combo essentially. You have like a jump attack, and you can just clobber stuff to death, and it's very fun. Yeah.
She's strong.
Yes.
So now the question is how long will it actually
We'll
last?
take some questions from chat as we go along, but Cam will just probably jump into something. What are we gonna do, Cam? What do you think?
You want to?
Mythicon?
Because
I'm go to Crucible, or we could just go to Crucible, or
Yeah, let's show the
Crucible. Yeah, why not?
Oh, okay, here we go. New zone being shown now. Okay.
There's someone asked about the Critical Role pack. We will actually show that off towards the end of the stream. We'll show you some of the personas, some of the items, and yes, Lora. Now that we can say Lora, I almost said the other character because we haven't been able to say her forever. Lora is the 4th skin for the Critical Role. So she looks awesome, as does everybody else. Our art team knocked it out of the park, so we'll give you a preview of that in just a little bit.
Yeah, so the bear is a new type of mount.
Yep.
So there'll be a few bears to unlock while you're playing also. We got some spoilers, seeing some of the hunts there.
Unbelievable, Cam. Unbelievable.
Well,
question: Joe versus Steve, who would win?
We'll go back and look at that in a bit.
You always play as a team.
Wow. No, we're spoiling the best part of this update, and that's these loading screens are incredible.
Yes, so
you forgot to turn off the screen messages, by the way. Not this, whatever.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of you unlock those loading screens. It's actually when you beat the game again. If you've played before, when you beat the gorge, there's credits. And,
Here we go.
If you watch Dragon Prince, like very inspired by the credits in Dragon Prince were amazing. If you watched it and you didn't turn off skipping,
Go up when you hook.
make sure you go back. They're awesome. So there's a lot of just a lot of cool art there.
I love the Dragon Prince. Yeah, I think what's cool about it is it's almost like a slice of life for the characters because they're not just out there fighting. There's like Wingrave in a tavern, drinking with a friend, and it's really, really cool. Okay, so tell us a little about the Crucible.
Yeah, so it's a big open area. You can see a new enemy type here, the Aldrin. So there's a basic quest to get you to the gift, obviously, but we'll get to see some of that.
Cam, the game's really loud. Can you turn it down a tad? I have to tell Cam because he can't see chat. We're doing this the jank way.
Yeah,
Hey, whatever walk,
the
know.
world, the map, if you want to see the.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Does the game sound better?
Oh, you're in an actual. lost zone. So, yeah, so this is one of the lost zones. So you can see the hook shot there.
I'm so happy the hook shot didn't get
Traversal,
canned.
You'll be using it also in some hunts as well. Just for traversing.
It's still really loud. Too loud. Too loud. Turn it down to like 5. Very loud. Very loud.
All right, how is
We're
that?
getting there, boys. Hold
Okay, that's somewhat that hole. Now we can actually heal them.
Hello? There we go. Much better, much better. Level 33 mobs. Good balance. That's good. That's good. Let's
Yeah,
take it from the
so-
top. The Crucible, brand new area. Very exciting. Very cool. Steve, tell us about the Crucible and the Eldrin.
Yeah, so this will be the new zone. There'll be a quest to bring you here to the new lost zone. You'll be fighting Eldrin as a new enemy type. And someone mentioned they're level 33. So yeah, the Crucible was designed so that if you play straight from, you know, when you start fresh in 1.0, you basically go after you fight the Gloom Titan. You can go straight into the Crucible, and it's higher level. And so you'll be getting, you know, higher level accessories and everything here, but you don't need to like stop and do mythics in order to continue the story. So you can play the story straight through.
I had a feeling that
We
was
heard a
going to be
little
the
bit about feedback from
case.
people that maybe have played in early access. This was always designed as essentially that end zone that you get to from the story. So there was a little bit of that gap between the last area that we released, Frost March, and as well as this. So this kind of fills in that gap and makes it a little bit more end game ready, I guess, for you to finish up the story, and then it allowed you to do some mythic hunts and other activities.
Yeah, so doing this will actually help prepare you for mythics better because there won't be as big a gap between this. It basically goes to 34, 35-ish. It's like 32 to 35, which will prep you for mythics. And then we still have those level 38 mythics, and then the Gorge hunts will have mythics that are level 40. So those will be the hardest thing. And those have some really cool drops, which maybe we'll tease one of them later.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, like, what the story going to be on this. That's all, like, a continuation.
The big boys.
Or did, like, mainly just in-game? Probably not. Probably, like, we'll have some story heals. They said it was a quest to get in
And
heal.
it lasts quite a bit. So she's
So we just saw hook shot.
Yeah, so hook shot there. So new traversal mode. You'll be utilizing that in some of the hunts as well.
Oh.
I won't give away.
So we're going to have, like, mechanic tied to the hook shot, not
Yep,
just
so we
for
use it across
getting
the
around the
Crucible
area.
in terms of just traversal, getting to new areas, secret areas, and then, like Steve said, there's a couple hunts that use it as mechanics, which is super cool.
I wonder if the old zones have been updated for the hook shot as well, or is it just exclusively this area?
Some new golem type enemies, sentinels.
There's a lot in here. I will say my favorite thing about the Crucible is the mushroom quest.
Mushrooms?
The mushrooms. I won't spoil it for people. Just when you do get to play this and you go to one of the lost zones, if you find the mushroom quest or event, is it technically an event?
It's an event.
Event, yeah. When you find that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it looks beautiful. It's very cool, but it's very also very Wayfinder.
Yeah, a couple of natural hazards. There's basically mushroom that kind of hallucinate a bit. It's very cool looking.
Very cool.
And there's some hidden things to find with that. And then there's also some mushrooms that will basically splatter out and blot your
Man,
screen. So it's
the one thing I'm noticing
hard
about
to
that
see, so you gotta
lost
watch out
zone,
for those while you're going
like, it'll seem like way more
traps
variety as far like how you going through it from like height and low.
Oh, the trickster. Do it.
do it.
Do it, and then let's jump into one of the new hunts.
So like they
By
very
the way, I had
much
to cut the awesome trickster scene.
did not feel like a dungeon in a lot of ways.
We'll use it somewhere, but it was
From
very,
how
very-
elaborate it
was
seemed
just
to
a
look.
trickster experience if you've played Wayfinder. Let's put it that way. Yes. Wayfinders on Shrooms Game of the Year. Kind of like that. You should just do the event. It's
got
pretty
it.
great. He got it. Ooh, and okay.
Alright, so you want to hunt now?
Yeah, let's jump into one.
Can do
Oh
the,
my god, we're still spoiling this awesome art.
Can do the rat.
Will we be hearing about or seeing the new weapons? Sure, Cam could put on one of the new weapons.
I'm using one.
Were you? Oh yeah.
Oh, time to
I
find
don't
out the
think
weapon
those two
type
weapons
is
are
actual
this
new
one is
weapon
new
type or
one,
just
actually.
Or
weapon
something
in the
else
same
brand new. What do we want to see? Let's show
archetype.
'em off.
There's a couple.
Cam, you work on weapons. Tell us about these new weapons.
Okay, so here is one of the new rifles. It's a burst rifle. It's called Last Stitch. It has a pretty sweet ability. We'll go into hunt.
Okay, it might just be archetype, not new archetype, but new weapon
So,
tied to the archetype
let's
we
see.
already have.
What else we got in here?
Is that why you're ranked to Dirt and Deadlock? I'm just curious.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Another really cool one, actually, this is my favorite weapon of the patch, is Hush. It's a new set of daggers.
People have been asking for this set of daggers forever because they were in like concept art forever ago, and I think someone put them on ArtStation. They're finally coming.
Why don't you change your style? and
Should
go
I?
into the hunt? Yeah.
What if should I just put some actual good armor on?
Your
Styles aren't changing.
Yeah, it's because I have them all defaulted. Let's see.
We added 4 brand new sets for every character. That'll be inside of 1.0, so you'll have to collect 4 new sets for all the characters. That includes Lora will also have, is it 12 total? We just did this math, I don't even remember. So Lora will have the same amount as well. What is Wayfinder's name? Yeah, her name is just Lora.
Yeah.
You can
can
see some of the
so
personas for her.
Personas.
Yeah, this one's sweet. They all are, honestly.
What's that one in the middle, Cam?
It's weird.
Very
Oh.
weird. Very strange. I don't know what that could be.
Critical Role.
Yep.
Is it?
See,
Yep. So
Yep,
this is
no
Keelan from
critical
the
role
skin.
preview.
Oh, I'm sorry, Critical Role supporter pack. She looks awesome.
This one?
What is that?
That seems pretty cool, I guess.
What about Trinket? Let's show
So-
Trinket while we're here.
So yeah, one of
Cool,
the
we're gonna
things
finally get the
that you
outfit
can,
of the people
unlock
in Fort Mark.
with the level 40 mythic gorge hunts is
Not be
creature
on here.
sonas, essentially. So each character is going to have one, and they can you can play as one of the enemies and run around as some cool. Yeah. We've got a lot of cool stuff in the coming soon. So right now there's one for each. There's some really cool ones coming that I'm very excited about.
Very eager to play Wayfinder again. I haven't touched the game in a while.
Not a
New
question
character
if
was
that
very cool.
bell is
Thank
tied
you.
to
A lot
Critical
play.
Role or
We
not.
just
Shout
like
out
make
to
sure
Hannah
that-
for making this.
Shout out to
amazing
Hannah.
I know nothing about
skin.
Critical
This
Roles,
is
though.
like
I have no idea what that bell is tied to that or not.
It's amazing.
It looks great.
Were you riding Trinket also?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, who do you want to see?
You do the rat. It's the first one.
The rat's in the trailer. Let's show something that's not in the trailer. What do you want to? Or we can show the rat. That's fine.
The Howl
You
Lord?
guys tell me. You pick.
You pick.
If
Sure,
I pick,
let's do-
I want to
let's do the Howl Lord. Do the
Okay.
Howl Lord.
Let's see.
Also in the trailer. Unbelievable, guys.
Yeah, but
That's fine. Yeah.
different scene.
Yeah, it's true.
You get to show off the hook shot also.
No spoilers. Okay, stream's over. Actually.
That might be my favorite art. The Grendel just chilling in a hot bath. Reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima. No spoilers. Too late. This whole stream is spoilers, guys. Just turn it off if you don't want to see it.
Okay. I think I see how the fight gonna go.
About him on your own, but you'll
Okay, he a big
see,
dude.
The hook shot in action here.
I'm getting like very much like
So what level are these hunts?
33.
I'm getting like Dotfall vibe at the end of PSO2
34, I think.
Okay.
of like the platform
Will we
having
have to
probably to
unlock Lora
jump.
just like everyone else. Yes.
Yes, so Lora is unlocked pretty early from the Trial of Lingering Light. So if you've already passed it, just go do that hunt real quick and you'll get her guaranteed. So she's very
Ooh.
easy to get.
Okay.
Better get off that platform.
So yeah, if you're brand new playing
Use
the
the,
game,
use the hook shot, Cam. It's there for
yeah,
a
there's a
reason.
mechanic for a reason. If you're new to the game, you're like, oh man, Laura looks awesome.
He
you can
just
grab her
pull the
pretty
timing,
quickly.
it's fine.
As I just mentioned, it's not far into the game, but you just do follow the main story quests, and you'll get her as a guaranteed drop.
Yeah, with this hunt.
Yeah, 'cause it's been a
you'll-
light that,
you'll
like,
basically be fighting on
2-3
different
hours
platforms,
maybe.
and you'll, make some of the platforms.
If that, depending on if you
if
actually
stand
listen
on
to the
it, you'll just
cutscenes and
die.
stuff.
So there's a lot of hard wipes in this fight, but
Yeah.
you can use the hook shot to get around and avoid a lot of
I
that.
saw a little bit of hitching too. This is obviously a development build, just a little bit of a disclaimer there, as you can see at the top left. So you'll get a little bit of that, 'cause it's loading a bunch of stuff that you won't get when you actually play 1.0. I promise, it's very smooth.
Also, Cam didn't equip echoes in his daggers, so
Did he not?
no. He swapped.
What are some of the changes we made? Some of the
off the
echoes and some of the
platform.
weapons?
A lot of buffs. Yeah, so and the new weapons also went through some iteration, make sure that they feel good. So all of the new weapons should be pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is gonna be very much
Can her ult be knocked down?
like AOE now.
No.
I mean, you're just transformed into her for how long is it?
Like 10 seconds. It can die. So if you're getting hit hard enough, you can die in her ult form, but it's not likely because of the damage reduction.
Well, that's playing how long
So
it
after our
is.
Xbox release, you might have missed the beginning of the stream. Not going to be ready for October 21st, but our goal is to get out before the end of October. So we're working on it. It's in a good state. As soon as we have an actual date, we'll share it with everyone.
Okay, so we all gonna be pulling out stuff from the chest. Okay.
This is basically a DPS check. Your eraser clock, he's doing basically if he gets this move off, he'll wipe you. There's no Windgrave bubble won't save you. You're dead.
Yeah, so it's like the commando fight originally, at least back in the day anyway.
The reason being is that FSR 3 is specifically designed for UE5. Our version is UE4.27, so it's just like not as easy as a switch. If it was just an update, we would have done it. We tried. So maybe something we can do in the future if we have an update to the game, but it won't be at 1.0. But we will have DLSS 3, which is awesome.
Cutting it close.
It's not frame gen, it's just upscaling, but it works really, really well. He's got this. Maybe.
Middle. Left side.
Play test this before, bro?
Left side.
He's released.
No, yeah. You should
Yeah,
let-
man,
let
this
him
is gonna
wipe
be a
you.
lot of movement involved in
So
this
then
fight.
firefight.
Just jump off the side.
Or you
Reset,
can
reset,
go-
reset.
Yeah, go jump into the middle.
Reset, reset.
Into his breath. Yeah.
Lora's not OP or anything. He's staying there trying to die.
Okay, well, I was
It's not
prepped to
happening.
live there, so I had a huge shield. Yeah, no.
What are you playing this on?
That's a good question, actually.
Nightmare? Oh, that
Let's
doesn't
just
exist.
say
Sorry.
What are we
heroic.
talking about?
My bad.
Oh, someone having memories of the
Gamers out
MMO days.
All you gamers.
Cool. Do you want to see another hunt, or what are you guys thinking?
We definitely wanted to show off the Critical Role stuff, so we can show off
Yeah.
some of the other characters and some of the other personas, and then we can roll that video and we'll take some questions. We're about a half hour in. We said we'd do about 45 minutes or so, so we'll answer some questions, talk about
Yeah,
maybe
honestly,
what's
that fight does remind me a lot of like Dark
There's a
Fall
lot to
stuff.
experience in 1.0 from like the story perspective,
As
and the
well
lore
as
perspective. We purposely didn't want to
Pinnacle
dive into it
Monster on
because
14.
We know people want to experience it, but Lora was
Other than like a
obviously most
When
wanted
We
because
Born?
She's new, she's cool,
Yeah.
and people were super excited for her. So Grendel, let's see.
Yeah,
Grog.
Grog. Also, Grendel happens to sound kind of like
Yes.
Grog when he's talking in combat, which is a lot of fun. But
Is it the same voice
not
actor?
on
I wonder.
purpose or anything.
Yeah, shout out to Critical Role for being great partners to work with. It was super easy to work with them and collaborate. Some people asked us, like, how does it fit into the world, and like, will you do future supporter packs? We said from the start that supporter packs were something that we really felt needed to be unique. We were really keen to stick to the messaging of like one price, no microtransactions for the game. So there's like no ads for it inside the game. There's not like a pop-up, like it's completely separate. You would never know it existed, but it directly supports us and it directly supports Critical Role, two independent publishers making awesome stuff. So in the future, we'd love to do more supporter packs, but it would be along the same vein. So maybe it'll be some IP that you're familiar with that maybe we've worked on in the past. But
God, I want Dark Sidle stuff.
Just an Eldrin set or anything like that. We want to keep it separate from the game.
I want a Dark
Yes.
Sidle pack. That's what we
Awesome.
need.
Who is Lora's voice actor? I completely forgot.
I'm
It was
trying
on
to-
the original list, and when we like did the voice actor announcements, and then it almost went out the door, and I was like, crap, and we deleted it because she wasn't announced yet. Somebody will tell me, and I'm sure they'll send me a message over Slack. Who it is? Let me some Vax. Yup. Oh, was that it? Nope, that's not it. These personas were great. So besides the personas, we also have housing
Yeah,
items
do you want to go into the apartment?
and sprays, which are super cool.
This is a live look into Steve's apartment.
Oh yeah.
It's
Hey,
just gonna be
hey,
slimes everywhere. It's gonna be like my
Oh, is it
apartment.
really?
Yeah. Hey, grab those things for me. My keys and stuff.
Steve, this is really bad. Like,
Hey, You know
It's
how many
okay, we
times
can
I've had to-
improve it.
had
That's
my
what's
stuff
important.
wiped?
I guess, but like the one that we use for like filming and the other ones, it looks like a house. This is like, hey, I threw a bunch of
Hey.
stuff in the middle of a room.
I'm
It's literally
busy
my
testing
house.
stuff.
That's true, actually.
Just slimes
Table's awesome.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You got to show the animation. You got to
Like,
show the
you
dice
want your
animation.
gaming table in
Yeah.
the entryway.
I need to
Yeah,
put the,
as soon as you walk in, it's a gaming table.
Go downstairs at least. Put it downstairs.
okay.
Besides the Critical Role stuff, there is a whole bunch of new items for housing as well that you'll just find from playing. Once again, there's no like microtransactions, so everything you've seen so far, from the armor sets to the skins to the housing items to sprays, emotes, dyes, mounts, all that is just earned from playing. If you're brand new and
Wow.
don't know.
Wait.
The only exception to that is the Critical Role stuff
Okay.
that's marked as Critical Role.
I was getting ready to say the critical role is gonna be that way as well, and just buying it, just unlock it out of the gate. But
Monica,
no,
Persona,
okay.
Persona. I don't know if that would work.
Monica?
That's weird.
That'd be,
I said like with Monica, with Senju, you have like the gauntlet, like she's got the hand, like you
Yeah.
got to make the gauntlet. of
like
that.
gully.
That'd be cool.
All right, here's my quick. Oh,
Man,
who
look at this
played-
house. This is incredible.
Who placed these?
Yeah, who played this stuff?
We'll just give it some space. And then we'll put the final.
They got to
piece
interact
in
with
the-
them too.
I love that you full on made
Yeah.
their table. That is actually made from their table. Like that is the schematics from their table.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what you get. Fix. Fail.
When we were filming the trailer, Joe was like, "Hey, you should really get like a D20 roll," and I was like, "Bro, that is
Okay. Well.
like literally a roll of the dice. We're filming. We're just gonna stand here forever."
Yeah, I'm naturally cursed
What is
because.
going on with you?
when
This
we-
is a six-sided die.
I got sick.
Okay,
No.
this is some insight too.
This is
when
the
we filmed
opposite of
this,
streamer luck. That's
yeah,
12.
this is
Okay,
exactly
not
what
bad.
happened when we were filming this too.
Use
It
that
took-
right dice set.
I think you got a 20 once.
There we go.
There you
Okay.
go. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
See,
I was
that's
gonna
why you
go
just
over that
play.
roll
You know,
for
you
you.
just play DM. You don't have to roll.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
use the figures too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
There's
it
a couple of different outcomes.
Yeah.
okay, I got admit
So
it kind of neat though.
There's more to this set as well. Like.
I said a lot of the.
banners
I'm
and-
telling you, so far a lot of this is just reminding me of
There
PSO.
are do you have the characters?
Of like the random mini games you could
Yeah,
play in your
and
house.
Percy and
Oh.
plushies.
the plushies. Sorry, I couldn't think of it.
Yes, I
was saying
do,
trinket. Yeah, there you
actually.
go. So these are plushies. These are also trinkets that you can actually apply to your character. Trinkets, not trinket the mount. I know it's confusing.
There is a
but
trinket.
there is a trinket, but there's also trinkets for your character that you can put on there too. So yeah, the whole pack has I think 30 some items. It'll be available in $19.99 on the 21st.
No
Alright, big
bears on
Teddy
the
Bell.
table.
And no bears
There's
on
a
the
DM.
table.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Good
He's
idea.
got to DM it.
there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Why not?
Jay Shark says, "Don't play D&D with Cam." That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's Pike and there's Percy.
I don't know. Why'd you?
Scanlan.
I don't like the fact you read that comment out loud. Come on.
You can't put the bear on the table. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
the
show
bell could fit.
Yeah, we got some banners. Make your own D&D space.
Will the Fox plush make a comeback? The most important patch note is that we fixed an issue where we couldn't put small items on windowsills and ledges, so that was fixed. That's the most
Yay.
important patch note.
You're not wrong.
Decorate your house
Don't you
with
put
that.
everybody to do house stuff? That's actually a big
I saw
update.
someone else asked about patch notes. We will be releasing patch notes of all the weapon buffs and everything.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this in Discord too. A bunch of people were like asking about very specific like areas that they couldn't ledge grab or toe catches. Like there's a lot of there was a lot that went into this patch, and there's a lot of notes that just say, hey, fixed various of X because there were so many. Specifically, like we couldn't name the ledges or the areas that might have had a problem, but we did go through an entire pass of that, made it a little more smoother, like you said.
Yeah,
there's
there was
echo
certain area
changes,
where you could
weapon
get
changes,
stuck, you
character
know.
changes, balance changes. Obviously, the big content pieces are Lora, the Crucible, and the new endgame activities, the new hunts that we have in there. Can we sit down in our furniture? We cannot. Hopefully in the future, something we'd love to do.
Can use
Yeah, that'd be nice if you could just walk up a step
That has a stool.
Yeah.
outside of, you know, the emote that you have for setting. 'Cause that was one of the things that was
Once we
kind
roll
of
the
like
critical
kind
roll
of said
real
about
quick, and
house
then we'll go
stuff
back to
with
our
that,
full screen, and we'll just take a couple questions and answers, and we'll wrap it up.
with not being able to like actually use the furniture. Hey, we got a critical world trailer. Yeah, I will probably honestly try to grab that. Mainly because I just want to support
Alright, back in the
Wayfinder.
game.
Like I said, I know nothing
Will Wayfinder
about
get a PS5 Pro enhancement? Not
about,
this time. In the future, we could
Critical
possibly do
Role at all.
something. So a couple people have asked about like new characters, new weapons, new areas. Obviously, releasing 1.0 is us putting Wayfinder out into the world for everyone to see and to play, start to finish. It's kind of our finished product. That's what we set out to do. We obviously had a tumultuous adventure along the way, but we got here, and we appreciate you guys for all the support. Any of that stuff you mentioned, new characters, new weapons, new locations, sitting down in a chair, like that's stuff that we would love to do if we're able to do so when the game comes out.
We need to be able
we're really
to step.
hopeful
We
that
need
will
it.
be super popular and people will play it, and we'll be financially able to do so, but we'd love to revisit the world. We're not trying to move away from it, but it'll really be dependent on what happens come Monday.
Yep. And we got some really cool stuff planned that very excited about.
Steve really wants to talk about one thing.
I do, but gonna wait.
Okay.
More stuff for later.
More stuff for later. Okay.
Wonder that's something
yeah,
that
for the
is gonna be
1.0 support pack.
1.0
So again,
or
the
that more
support
like
pack will
that
be
release
available,
date.
at
We need to talk about it.
9 o'clock. I'm sorry, at 11 o'clock on all platforms. You guys got this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. If not FSR 3, FSR 2.2 with sharpness sliders. Also, Darksiders collab would be awesome. Yes, it would be very awesome.
It would.
Our FSR was updated to 2.1 point something, but it's not 2.2 if I don't remember.
Wayfinder builds. Is that Chris?
Probably,
Do you want
yeah.
me to talk about
I'm
it?
not going to read the thing about casting couch jokes. Why not wait for Steve? Are the dice organized?
Still wear it.
They're dies? I don't know. How do you organize dies? I guess by color spectrum?
Yeah.
What if you're colorblind? Oh, I
By
don't know.
yeah, by name. I think they're just in order of acquisition.
Yeah, I think they are too.
That's a good thing to add later.
We can add it to the list.
Yeah.
There's a large list of stuff that we would love to do and that we've started at. Like
Yeah,
Steve
having
mentioned,
colorblind, that'd be great.
Can you please make our characters run by default, not having to press the shift to run? Something in the future, but 1.0 does not add that. Will we get full patch notes on Monday? Yes. Was the hookshot put into previous maps or only the Crucible? So it's only in the Crucible, but
Yeah, we actually have some examples of the hookshot in older maps, but for 1.0 we wanted to focus on the newer zones, and we needed to make sure if we put them in older zones there was like reasons to be using them, and we really wanted to focus on all of the new content, make sure everything was buttoned up. And
there were places in the
possible.
MMO day
but
that
is
could
stuff
use
that
it.
we can explore later.
A lot of that stuff got removed though.
Some more exploration to the older zones.
yep,
As well.
something we'd love to do. We just have to be able to do it. So are the new Gorge hunts locked to a specific hard difficulty?
They are not.
Nope.
But there is some. You know what?
Just say it.
Who's gonna
Load it
who's
up.
gonna yell at me?
Load it up.
Yeah. So one thing
Cam's got something he wants to show.
that we are working on that is very exciting. That
Hold on, we gotta wait. We'll stall. Someone asked about QL3 teasers. The biggest thing coming with so the other thing we have talked about that is absolutely coming before the end of the year. I don't know if I'd call it QL3. We just don't know where it will fall. Is that the game will have official PC mod support. That allows the game to live forever.
Can't wait for
It'll be
that.
in the hands of you, the community.
I'm
You'll
so
be able
interested
do
to see
you want,
how
new areas, new characters,
how they
new
gonna do that
locations, like that'll
support.
be handed to the community. $25 gets you in the door, and you have access to all that stuff, which will be awesome. Again, only PC, not for consoles. So that will be coming before the end of the year. That's what we're aiming towards. Again, I don't know if that's hot fix 3, but it's something that we will be adding.
Yeah. One thing that we are working on, would love to get out. Nothing promised.
No promises.
that's
From
the
this point
caveat.
forward, there are no promises.
But we are working on a
It's election season. No promises from this point forward.
nightmare difficulty, which you can only choose when you start a new game, and it can't be changed.
Oh,
And then you'll see next to it hardcore mode, which you'd be able to use on heroic and nightmare. And again, once you turn it on, you can't save. Also, you'll notice multiple save profiles. That's another thing, because this wouldn't work without it.
Also for
Yeah.
mods, like that way
Yes,
you can
for
play with a
mods.
modded save and non-modded save. So if you join someone's game and they're using
We've been
mods, you have to
wanting
use a
multiple
mod-specific
save for a
profile,
while.
So we want to make sure that's specific.
Yeah, and hardcore mode is I'm really excited about, because
Exactly what it sounds like.
so when a character dies, they are dead permanently, but you have your other wayfinders. So basically, each wayfinder would be a life.
oh, dude.
and you'll be caring about all of them. And
So what,
at
eight
minimum, you can
tries?
only do it on heroic or nightmare.
No,
Right?
no co-op.
Well, you can co-op, but it has to be for
Oh, there's no co-op.
for nightmare. You have to be on the same difficulty too, so you can't co-op with someone who's on story mode. So it'll narrow your matchmaking down, but it locks it in.
But you can't co-op hard mode.
Yeah,
Or,
hard-
sorry,
hardcore, yeah.
hardcore you can't.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
for-
Okay.
Yeah, right now our version 1 wouldn't be, because there's a lot of, for us to get it out in a timely manner too, there's a lot of extra
Yeah, co-op
things
just
that can go
brings
wrong.
Yeah.
too many
Pac-Man says I
variables,
want permadeath. This is literally permadeath.
So with hardcore mode,
You get it.
if your Nis dies, Nis is gone. She's dead forever.
That save is,
Yeah.
you cannot access NIS anymore.
And so you'll have to play a different Wayfinder. But your game, and basically, if you lose all your Wayfinders, then you're done.
Man, it could be
The way Steve
really
put it
fun.
makes perfect sense. Just think of each Wayfinder as a life. You die with Wingrave, you can go to Grendel if you have him. If you die with Grendel and that was the only 2 Wayfinders you had unlocked, you're done with that save. You got to start all over again.
Yep. So Nightmare is very hard. Working.
Did
on
you
tuning-
beat the Spider Queen
beat the
last night?
Spider Queen, not on my first try.
Oh.
So that would have been.
That's
and
the,
then I
that's
died
the
with
litmus test for what's actually hard. Is let's load up the Spider Queen since it's early
yeah,
on.
you basically want to be super careful.
Yeah, because she's technically a tutorial
Nis is
ball
less
at
OP
like.
in Nightmare because you can't one-shot everything and trivialize it. You have to
And she gets one shot herself.
yeah, stick around. So, my guess is going to be Silo is the main. Silo and Wingrave.
Why? Because of range.
Range
The
and
clone
PC
is the
clone.
Yeah.
Wingrave obviously because the heal.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's just sustain. That's
So
something
it's
you
going to
need.
be but
Wayfinder Nuzlocke run, yeah, exactly.
it's going to be awesome. I'm very excited.
Yeah, this
but
this is
again-
honestly
Also, if
really
you do-
cool.
so
No promises.
Hardcore
yeah, no
modes are
promises, But if you
fantastic.
complete, you get something cool.
Yes, we have.
Oh.
We don't have
people-
to name
yeah,
specific
yeah.
things, but we've heard the feedback of people like, hey, there needs to be a reason to play these difficulties. There will be rewards that you have essentially on that account once you've completed it and you've beat it.
Yep.
So
that's
yeah,
the
since
goal.
it's account bound, that means every character, huh?
HD full story speedrun when? Is server browser working now without having to select Steam region server? I don't believe so. I think it'll still function the same. The actual code for the room that you're in or the lobby that you've made is cross region. So I think someone else just mentioned that essentially it's a cross play thing for across regions as well as platforms. So that works on Xbox.
Okay,
When it
that's
comes out,
great.
PlayStation 5
I did not
or
know
PC
that.
you just enter the lobby code and you can.
Because I
join
knew it
somebody
caught
else.
play back. I made a
So yes,
video
the
talking about how
cross-save,
that
there's
worked. I
no
did not know about that
cross-save. It is
bit.
a local save, and the cross play is just via entering the code for your buddy's game or somebody else's game. What else we got? We got like 5 minutes to wrap it up. Will difficulty affect XP gold rewards? I kind of answered that. You'll get a reward for completing it. Release on GOG in the cards, maybe in the future. Nothing for 1.0 right now, though.
New weapon types, nothing short term.
Who knows what the future holds?
But yeah, short term would be.
If you want new
surrender
weapon
and
types,
hardcore first,
If
yeah,
you want new weapon
or the
types,
same.
tell your friends, get them to stream the game, buy the game. Darksiders pack would be $100 and I'd buy it.
Everybody
sounds
want
like a lot, I'm
Darksiders.
just saying.
We all want it.
Yeah,
Will the
they-
Nightmare or Hardcore rewards
Also,
be
the Dark
account
Side
wide
mask in the
usable on
background, I
multiple
will.
servers?
That would
That's the
be
goal. Mhm.
Again,
Not in
no
now.
promises.
Again, no promises, but that is the goal. We want a reason to actually complete that mode so that you can see it in the other saves and that
And
you'll
if
have
you
it.
if you did a lot of stuff in hardcore
Good.
and then you died, or if you wanted to go back to a normal save and show your friends who aren't playing hardcore, you'd have a place
Yep.
to show off some of the cool things you'd get.
That's what I was talking about. I was hoping that was going to be the case of having the ability,
Yeah, it's
to
which
actually be a
most sane people
quad
will do
save.
hardcore heroic, hardcore nightmare. I don't imagine anyone clearing that for a long time. I'd be excited to see.
Or someone
the
will do it in the
first.
fourth day. Going to happen.
Yeah, I know there's a couple people in this chat that'll
Oh, I'm sure they
be
will.
crying for that.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about workshop support for mods. Mods will be with an official partner. We'll announce that at a later time, but it's not Steam Workshop, but it's another major platform. If you've played any game in the last 10 years, I'm sure you've used their service.
So
But
Nexus.
once we're ready to announce it, we will, but there'll be like full integration with them,
Yep.
but not Steam Workshop.
The new
So-
hunts
so yeah,
are
it could be
in the
next in
portal.
mod
They will
then.
be level 40, so they're the highest content to do, and you can get like those creature sonas. That's where you get them.
2 minutes. Any more questions while we wait? I just want to say thank you to everybody, obviously,
Oh.
for tuning in.
So
Oh.
one thing on heroic, that will be cool that we are planning on is when a Wayfinder does die, you would get an artifact for your house, like a tombstone.
Oh,
an urn or
Really? I didn't even
something.
know that.
Yes, and so
dude, that kind of
you'll
cool.
get a little. You can equip the power. and
Yeah.
So because it's okay if you get a little bit extra power if you're losing a Wayfinder. So you can have a memorial for all of your lost Wayfinders.
Hopefully
and,
that
get a
account
little
bounce.
help for
Hopefully.
Your home is a
whoever's surviving.
cemetery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I'm down on that. I love my
PvP,
cemetery.
No plans to add PvP. I've told the story before. We definitely had a fun little game jam last year where we just had a PvP area. We played it internally. It was stupid. It was unbalanced, but it was fun like it was supposed to be, but no plans to bring that out. Will world scaling get the old zones up to 33?
That's a good question. World scaling stopped
We're all
at
looking at
30
each other.
right now. So
No one knows.
The Crucible is 33 and 34 automatically, but Highlands stops at 30.
Somebody asked about
That's good.
sale before 1.0. I meant to mention this at the top. 1.0 will be available, like we mentioned, at 11 a.m. Central Time. It will be on Steam for 10% off, which is a pretty normal thing for a game leaving early access. And we're also happy to announce that we had announced previously that we will increase the price of the game.
Is it
once
not?
goes to 1.0. We won't be doing that. So we're going to keep the game at $24.99.
Yay!
There'll be some sales in the future, I'm sure, but we don't have plans right now to raise that price. Is 33?
That is
when you drop
great.
back? No, it's still 30.
Still 30.
It's just the enemy levels being 33 and just being more difficult.
Like, don't get me wrong. More money,
So
money
you
for
need
the
to
dev,
grind
but
talents and
like,
getting higher level gear and stuff to compete.
for like a
Can you
launch,
remake the
like
Wayfinders
25 is
that
a
don't have
good
hardcore?
window
So
for
they're
this.
separate. So you start a save, unlock a Wayfinder, play the Wayfinder. If you're in a hardcore mode, it dies. Obviously, if you start a new save, that's not hardcore, you can get that same Wayfinder, but there's no way to resurrect it. No. That's in the
Be
same
very
price for the
permanent.
amount of combat. We feel so too, or content. We feel so too. What was that? Oh.
Yeah,
You can't-
nightmare playthroughs will be new saves entirely,
Yes,
right?
new
Yeah.
save only. Because part of it getting to the end of Nightmare, we want to have achievements and trophies with it too.
Yeah.
You don't want to just someone who's been in
Wait, really?
at endgame just flip Nightmare on and then they
Yep.
get.
So
they
all the
didn't
people
do
that
it.
have asked about new trophies, we will finally do that if, not when, I almost said if we do Nightmare and Hardcore again. Up in the air, we'll see. We're very confident, but we're just being honest with you guys. We want to deliver an awesome, solid game as it is, and anything beyond that is just icing on the cake.
Yep, I'm as excited as you are about it. So I really want
Yes.
it, but again, we don't know what the future holds.
Okay, I guess we can wrap it up. Do you have anything you want to say?
Thanks
said
to
it all?
everyone for the support, and yeah, it's been really validating to see the recent reviews. It's come a long way, and a lot of that is with all of your feedback. Getting the game to this point has been, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into it. And yeah, we really appreciate everyone for coming by, being excited with us, and hope we make you happy with the 1.0 launch and all the new content you get.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for sticking around and sticking with us. I know that we've obviously, like Steve said, it hasn't been an easy road to get here, but
Yeah,
we think
that
that all
understatement.
the issues that were thrown in our way and all the things that we had to overcome just made a better game. And that was incredibly validating for us once we got it into your hands and you guys were able to play it, and the Steam score went from 50-ish to 80-ish, 85-ish, 89-ish. So that's just validation, like Steve mentioned, and we're really, really happy. What?
Very close to 90.
Very close to 90. You have to be 95, though, to go to overwhelming.
Yes, but 90 is still nice.
I'll take 90. Yeah, totally. So that's really it for us. I hope you guys enjoy this quick look at Lora. We will be putting a video up right after the stream that is the MoGraph that you saw earlier, just to give her backstory. And then a little bit later on, or Saturday, there'll actually be the ability overview video so you guys can take a look at it, dissect it, talk about it, theory craft around it, but we'll put that up. And then you'll see the launch trailer on Monday, and we'll be live, and it'll be fun. It'll be great. So yeah, I think that's it. I think we're good to go here. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. And
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the unplanned spoilers, because when you put me on stream, I don't care.
Steve doesn't care. Yeah. So thank you very much,
Yeah,
everybody.
put him on the
for
stream, we're
tuning
gonna
in
get
and for,
something.
sticking with us through everything. We really appreciate you, and we'll see you in the game. Bye bye.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Yeah, that was a lot more than I was originally expecting. And like, obviously, I knew we were going to see Lora, the breakdown of all stuff, obviously. But yeah, that was a lot of stuff in that Q&A though at the end. So fantastic knowing that the price is not going up. Also, seeing some of the Critical Role stuff is, we haven't seen it before, but good to refresh on that. I am a little sad about the F-bot not being no day one. But with them saying at least it's going to be out before October, so that means who knows? Maybe what will happen, you know, once again, Fango Quartz Hill, that the game will come out on Monday. Once again, we'll be streaming over on Twitch at 11 a.m. now that we know the time. And once again, link in the description for all the social there. But yeah, the Epop version, since it's saying before the end of October, that means maybe that Friday, maybe that next Tuesday. Because, you know, we cutting it really close there. Hopefully it's not that bad. Hopefully it within a week or so. Hopefully it don't get put back out of October. The only other thing that probably is a little sad, I was honestly hoping for brand new archetypes or weapon types. But now it seemed like it's just all new weapon within the types we already have. So that a little unfortunate. Overall, like, this was a very good showcase and a very good like breakdown of the future of Wayfinder. We will see what comes of it. Obviously, I'm going to be trying to get my hands on that Critical Role one. Once again, I just want to support Airship and everything they've been doing. And hopefully everything go good. And we'll be perfect when we go ahead and get 1.0 on Monday. So I think that would do it for me for this video. There will be plenty of more Wayfinder video to come. But also some breakdowns and some of the stuff probably will be cut out into single videos as well. And any more in-depth look, and also a whole bunch of how-to video coming for all you new players coming in to Wayfinder. And yeah, once again, we'll be live on Twitch and here on YouTube Monday 11 a.m. Central for the launch of Wayfinder. But with that, that's gonna do it for me. Big thank you to everybody that is, of course, subscribing over on Twitch, hitting up Patreon, and of course hitting that wonderful join button here on YouTube. Thank you, my dudes. And like always, if you found it useful, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells, and I will go ahead and see you in the comments.